Season 8 reunion part 1, y'all. Not much to talk about this episode. So they're on the set is a little replica of the Capitol Mall in tribute to their trip to March on Washington.
Mm-hmm.
It was cute. I like whoever did it.
It was a nice set, yeah.
The design was nice. So let's start off with these fashions. You got some pictures? Tell me. Well, thumbs down, Simone.
You know what's killing me about Simone? If the dress didn't have that stupid jacket, it would have been like 10 times better. But it looked a little bridesmaidy to me.
It was very old school bridesmaid.
And then I was like, dang, why did I like that ponytail so much on Lisa Rinna last week? But I don't know if I liked it that much on Simone.
You did say that, didn't you?
Yeah.
It didn't do it.
I didn't.
Yeah. Cecil is definitely not getting hurt.
Why doesn't he help her?
She probably like, you can't tell me, her mean stuff.
She should let him do it. She should just let him pick. Yeah.
Didn't care for Anila's outfit.
Okay, Anila's outfit to me was one of those dresses that looks good like for editorial picture, but not, you know what I mean? Because it needs to be in motion and, because I saw a picture of it and it was really pretty. But sitting still, it just, And I'm not a pink fluffy girl, so I wasn't probably going to be into that anyway.
Speaking of which, I didn't like Toya's pink fluffiness either.
Didn't like Toya's dress and her hair either. When you got all of that poofiness, I was like, it was too much of everything.
Yeah.
Contessa's dress I liked.
But Contessa's been stepping out the whole season.
Yeah.
And her body is so thick. She can just about anything on it.
And I mean, for the most part, they're sitting down, so her dress looked pretty at the top. Because that's what you see the whole time.
She probably, to me, she was the best dress.
Me too.
The whole everything. Heavenly looked nice.
Heavenly probably looked better than I've ever seen her look.
Yeah.
They want to say she was the best dressed, but I'm gonna give it to Contessa.
Yes, Contessa. The thing that stops to me, Heavenly, from being the best dressed is, like you said, Contessa sitting down, it was pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And you sit down during the whole
thing. Yep.
Heavenly is very heavy chested. So it was weighing on that dress.
Her hair looks really good though. Her hair
did. Yeah. She did. Yeah. So that's what it was. She was too heavy chested for that dress because all of it was out. You could see the side and everything. Poor baby.
She was giving it to you.
Yeah.
I'm mad at Heavenly though. She looked really good.
Yeah. Like I said, Jackie was safe.
I thought Jackie's hair looked better and when she had that little get together at her house, or no, when Anila came to her house and she had the straight. Why did she get that hair? Why did she get that hair back? Now she looked, it was
like Mother of the Bride.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh no, she's the Mother of the Bride.
Yeah. And quiet was quiet. It was nothing. I liked the little Ariel ponytail, but it was just quiet. It was nothing new to me. It didn't wow me.
Quiet's dress gave me a little beauty pageant-ish.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what that green thing was. Unnecessary. I did like her hair though.
Yeah. Yeah. Did we hit everybody? Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
Okay, that was it. All right.
Woo, that's terrible because that's the most they was giving us in this.
That was it.
That was it. Dang.
Andy little shady self as Anila, was she wearing Lisa Nicole collection?
I thought that was hilarious. That was so funny.
No Lisa Nicole. She didn't show up. Yeah, okay. Heavenly said Dr. Damon was at one of the sons was sick. I ain't gonna say that ain't true. I'm just saying Dr. Damon ain't been here for the BS. He ain't been feeling none of this.
He's not, ever since they left DC and wore him out, he hasn't been back.
He like, you gonna embarrass me in front of the Reverend?
In front of Al, yeah. Baxter. Sorry, my dog keeps trying to get on the couch. He thinks I'm distracted.
Yeah, nah. He ain't been there for that. And he sure wasn't coming in on that nonsense that they did.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I would have kept myself out of that mess too. Oh, I mean, shit. Dr. Damon has been there for every reunion. Like he's
over it.
He doesn't have to do that.
And
Heavenly carried the show, so
she did. They talk about shooting the season through COVID. Some worked through it. Heavenly was shut down for about a month. Contessa, she did telemedicine.
What kind of doctor is Contessa?
I think she's what you call it? General practice.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
Like my old doctor, I ain't gonna say his name on here, but you know the ones you can go to and get them good drugs. You know.
I do not know, but I heard.
yeah. He had that one doctor. You go
ask Kathy Hilton. I bet you she got one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just general practice, like just anybody.
Yeah. This is just a family physician.
Yeah. They talk about Anila's 3.3 million house. They showed it. It's bad as shit. Yeah.
Only thing I thought, I was like, it's bad, but a lot of that trendy stuff, them cabinets and stuff, all of that is gonna have to come down real soon. Like she should have been a little more.
Do you think? See, when I looked at that, and it just could just be me being wrong, but I was just like, oh, that's a little Indian type. You know, they're a little bit more.
It was a little more flashy, but in my mind, I was like, that's trendy, and in about 5 years, you're gonna have to do that again because it's too, you know
my old country chic. So, it's way too flashy.
Like I feel like when you talk about cabinets and stuff like that, like you want to keep it basic so you don't date your stuff. You ever see those houses on? Well, you stay watching HGTV. And then they'd be like, this is the 70s. And you're like,
I thought you was going to say something about my house. Because it definitely,
dated.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you keep it simple, you don't have those issues. You
can't do all them wild colors.
It was wild. Yeah. But I mean, again, beautiful house.
Yeah. Give me a good ranch. I don't want to go up all them stairs.
I'm not getting in that conversation. We're not gonna say things like that.
I mean, I want to open this quarter, this wing, the west wing, but I ain't trying to go up all them zillion stairs.
Well, I mean, they like all those stairs and all of that. They'll see. They'll be moving out of that house. But I can see why they need all of that space though, because they got to move the parents in the house when they get, old, and they need to have enough space to still, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That mama coming, when she coming.
She's coming. Yeah, she's coming.
The issue came up about Neela not paying Toya's makeup artist. Look, she brought her proof. She paid them. She probably paid them late, but she paid them. So I'm done talking about that.
I don't know why Toya, first of all, is so like. So that's your reason for ending your friendship, then it ain't worth having. Thing one. Thing too,
Yeah.
Neela, if you're not gonna pay the people on time, you can't be chasing Lisa Nicole down for
Right.
invoices and things. So, but they got paid. She should have paid them right then though. Like, don't,
Should have paid them.
and you didn't. You didn't pay him, because if I went over there and did it and then she left, I would be like, so.
And he sent the email saying, give my money. So all that is true.
I wouldn't have sent it to Toya though. To me, that's messy.
Well, they was being messy. That was her only storyline. Anything else, anything outside of that, Toya was 100% wrong in everything else that she did. So she had to hold on.
Well, then it wasn't even worth being that mad over. They got paid. So
She
what's
said she
the
ruined
problem?
her friendship over because she asked her hairstylist.
Okay, well, like I said, carry on.
Neela got a little snazzy. He asked them to give everybody hashtags. She gave everybody cute little hashtags. And then when she got to Toya, she said, hashtag the U-Haul collection.
My two favorites were hashtag the U-Haul collection and hashtag bridal entanglement.
And Dr. Hadley said, oh, don't use that.
I mean, it is what it is.
That's
not the U-Haul collection. I can't let that one go.
Simone, she takes up for Toya. She said that Toya took Anila on like a little sister.
Did she?
Simone shouldn't want Toya and Anila to even be friends, because if they do, who do you have, Simone? Because you're out in the cold. And
I feel like you keep explaining why every time Toya is on bullshit, you
because that's all she got.
Kind of justify it. It don't even make sense.
If she ain't have Toya, she'd be out there in the back.
She said you took her on like a little sister, but what?
I guess I
gotta let her talk to me crazy.
I guess so. I guess how they do little sisters. They don't do no little sister like that over here.
I don't get to talk to you like that.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, they apologize. Good.
Done.
Don't want to hear about it no more, okay? They agree to move forward. Andy, he asked about, them being neighbors. 2 times Andy brought up the neighbor stuff, trying to be slick. He asked, first time he said, have you been to Anila house? And he said, you live in a neighborhood. Have you been, And then he asked if she still lived in the neighborhood with Anila. So I was like, he trying to get it going with his little shady stuff. But I mean, you're gonna have to address that.
She can't make it make sense. So, every time she says something like how people were making millions off of, Toya, this doesn't add up. It just doesn't add up.
She said everybody in the neighborhood was making millions.
How long were they in their house? Probably more than a year.
We don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about that part.
But she act like people are stupid. These are people that have homes. Like, they know, like, that you have to build equity in a house before you can just make profit off of it. And
the thing,
y'all out there carving letters in the foundation.
That's what I'm saying. Regardless of how much it sell for, if this is, you was talking about all we kept hearing last season was my forever home. It takes a lot to make a home yours, to just, after a year, especially something that size, my goodness, to just walk away from it. This is your forever home.
I'm renting this one, and I'm not looking forward to packing up this shit.
I hate moving.
It's not fun.
I hate moving.
And I don't have all them square feet. I'm just saying.
Because remember, she was getting furniture made. Remember when they first had that party?
Well, where is it? Because I ain't seen no furniture.
Oh, we ain't seen no furniture in that.
Is it still? I know what it is. COVID. It couldn't get delivered because COVID.
There you go. There you go. Quad bought a house. She said she bought a house in the city.
Another house, or the house that we saw with the elevator?
This a new house.
She bought another house?
Pool and all of that. She bought her a house. She said, I was just like, that's a whole lot of house for just Quad. And what's their name? Chloe and Carly. Sure.
So what was the other thing? The townhouse that wasn't hers?
She said she was renting.
Oh, okay.
She said she was renting the townhouse for $5,000 a month. Yeah. So she bought her a house.
Oh my word.
Because her and Toya went back and forth because she did I ain't want no back and forth because she said, yeah, Toya.
Well, then why was she so mad then? If she was just renting it, like why was she so mad at
She
Toya?
was mad because Toya was calling her stuff a little something.
It's kind of apartment, but it okay.
Yeah. You know, it was a little tit for tat. So that was way too much, you know.
$5,000 a month.
Mm-hmm. So
they're gonna be sorry when they get old. Wish they had some of this money back that they wasting on bullshit.
Wasting. Ain't got kids. What you need all of that big old pool like? Goodness gracious.
So they can show off. You know.
The maintenance fee on that bad boy. Okay. I thought where she was at was perfect. So, you know.
But she was renting. So that makes sense to not like that part I get.
Yeah.
Well, then why was she one-upping what's her name?
Karen.
Girl.
They threw us to a loop for
I just really be doing the most.
So they talk about Quad and Heavenly going back and forth. They just tit for tat. They just get each other, and Heavenly gonna snap, Quad gonna snap, and then they cool because they understand each other. That's all that is. So
that's because Quad is so extra and Heavenly doesn't care.
Yeah. Cause it's nothing. It's
never that serious.
It's nothing. Quad ain't got nothing that Heavenly won't.
No.
So she's like, okay.
She said she could go buy that ass if she wants to, and that's the fact.
She really could. They had a sale down in the DR. Did you see about that? Did you?
Side note, we'll go ahead and yeah.
Okay. Simone said Quad hold grudges. And then Quad was like, yeah, you gonna take that one. Like, you ain't gonna give me that label. You know what I'm saying?
Simone has a lot of nerve saying
she
Quad
does.
holds grudges. Quad does hold grudges, but Simone, really?
You've been holding a grudge on Quad since she didn't tell you about what was going down in her marriage. You still
I feel like it was a whole lot of pot calling the kettle on this particular episode.
It was. Is it me? Quad talk like a little down south pimp. She remind me so much of the female version of Plies, the way she talks.
Not Plies. She does have a lot of those little southern what do you call it?
She from the south. Yeah. I said, okay, female Plies.
Down in the valley where the girls get naked.
Let's see. Toya said she was upset. And the reason why she been all irritated this whole time is because nobody checked on her during COVID. Eugene was the only one working in the ER. And y'all didn't check on her, and that's why she got an attitude this whole time.
Wasn't Jackie working?
Jackie
was Simone working?
Was working.
Contessa was working.
Contessa was working, and Contessa got COVID.
So Heavenly's husband was working.
Heavenly husband was working. Heavenly was only off a month because Atlanta opened up.
And I mean, it was a doctor's office, and so dentistry, like if you got a cavity or something, it can't be an emergency. Like you do need to go get that taken care of.
Yep, that was included. Cavities and stuff. So yeah. Oh, okay. That's why you walking around here like that?
I mean, she had to come up with something.
She thought about that one. She had to come up with a comeback, huh?
Was they checking on her before? Because when I was on quarantine, I didn't talk to nobody that I hadn't been talking to before all of that happened. Why are we making new people to talk to?
Well, she
was Heavenly and what's her name, Toya? Were they good? Why was Heavenly gonna be calling her or Jackie? Her and Jackie, or her fake ass friend Simone?
You had got into it with Contessa.
You had got into it with everybody.
Yeah.
So there you go, Toya.
And they probably
that's how you became friends with Anila, because you didn't have any friends.
Yeah, and they might have checked on Eugene. Quiet as kept.
Right.
You at home. You at home depressed because you can't go out.
I mean, the house is big enough. She shouldn't have to go no daggone where. She could go to the West Wing and be out of town.
So we already touched on that, but she talked about selling her dream home, and then one of her excuses is she want to be closer to her kids' school. The same school that Neela kids go to that y'all carpool, but you moving because you want to be closer to the school. Okay.
I've never moved to get closer to the school. That's crazy. There's always a school in the neighborhood. I'm just saying.
And then you just moved your kids to the school? Then you say you had?
Yeah, she moved them from one school to another school. And okay, Toya. That's what I'm talking about.
Your lives got to get better.
She just needs to find something to do. She can't even make up stuff at this point.
She should have sat down with Eugene and got her notes together. Quad and Toya kissed.
Right.
One previously on one of
those. Oh, before? Yeah.
Yeah, previously. And they said Eugene left to give them a moment. And she was like, he did, didn't he? I was sitting there going, okay. No, I almost said Neela. Dr. Heavenly was like, he's so used to his wife stepping out, so he used to that.
So is that what all that tension was about between her and Contessa? Because she was over there kissing Quad?
Probably, child. All right.
Well, who knew?
So the husbands, they didn't come out, but we see them backstage. I think Anila's husband looked cute with the beard. I like the beard on him.
Yeah,
I like that look. They asked Contessa, do you think Scott is cheating? And she said, today, no.
Today?
And we're not talking about today at this moment, Contessa.
Maybe not today. I don't know.
Yeah. So, okay. The women start interjecting. Everybody's saying their piece. I just think they're so comfortable to give their opinions about
somebody else's
relationship. Oh my God, that was a lot.
Well, I mean, you can't give it to. I mean, they don't have nothing to talk about if you don't give it to them. That's why Quad wasn't saying nothing about her situation. Yeah, and they wanted to kick her out the group
because Simone got the yelling like she do. And basically was telling her she needed to divorce her husband because that's the only way her husband got it together is when she served him with papers.
No, her husband got it together because where was he going to
go? Back at his mama.
Not over to, what's the name? His friend, what was his friend's name? He wasn't going to go over to her house because he had brought her to spend the night at his house. Simone, that's what they were doing over at your house, having sleepovers. Now you got so much to say about it.
That we told you not to leave your house and we ain't got you a house. Think what's going to be going on. Child. The guys were so uncomfortable doing that conversation. Like the girls was going in, the guys was sitting back, twisted and turning and carrying on in their chairs.
What guys? Curtis and Cecil?
Cecil was looking like he was scared to look left and right. Eugene was looking like, I can't believe we talking about this.
Well, he's the only one probably he just doesn't want to get involved because it's just messy.
Because he know if he say anything wrong, she gonna bust him upside his head. Jackie said that Scott may be confused because Contessa's confused the hell out of them. 1 minute y'all beefing.
Well, I was confused, and I told you that in the beginning. I don't know like what Contessa wants us to do because she is very confusing.
Oh my goodness. And then it ends this episode with Contessa basically saying, did Contessa or did Quad say it? But basically, they
Quad
said
it.
For divorce. Quad
said it.
Did she file for separation?
But Contessa was like, any one of these ladies can speak on it. Like,
they could speak on it, but Scott didn't know shit. Scott was in the back. She said, what?
See?
Okay.
That's why they feel like they could say so much. She told them to. She gave them the open to do it.
That was crazy.
So, exciting stuff.
Next week with, I guess, Scott gonna storm the stage because he just found out that his wife legally filed for.
I mean, I don't know why we got to do 3 weeks of this shit.
3 weeks is confusing because we already know in the news right now y'all on vacation together. So okay, Contessa, that's that confusing part that everybody talking about because y'all all good right now.
I mean, and he out tweeting stuff like Dr. Kevin was, that's not true, and
just nonsense. And
she over there getting her Tammy Wynette
on. That is part 1 of Married to Medicine Reunion Part 1. Go ahead, subscribe to this channel. Hit the thumbs up button. Leave us a comment. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.